Nobody would have thought that I would be the one. Reiner, sports talk.
Baseball, 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 baseball.
Oh, with the big mic. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Okay, now I get it.
We got a lightning strike, boys. What happened over there, Grego? We had a little lightning strike right outside the window.
All right. Here's a tip for all these Americano League teams.
Wait, you said tip.
Yeah, tip.
Okay.
With a P.
Keep jamming.
The ticket, nothing but a big Gen X jerk-off set.
This is a cool night or what? Although somebody would hear that and go, bullshit.
I'm back, bitches.
Just catch me by surprise every single time.
I don't know. I told you.
Every time.
Yes.
You start that countdown, and I'm never ready for it.
Yeah, 200 episodes in, I would have thought you would be. But that's okay.
No.
Does that mean
I
the
don't
same
prepare
as-
very well.
Is that the same as action?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just less professional.
basically
Okay,
it.
by this time we would already be cut, and we'd have to reaction again.
Yeah.
Well, we're not above that around here.
No, we'll start over.
It has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it will again. In fact, it may today.
It might need to.
Yep.
Yeah.
It might need to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're already 2 minutes in, so I don't know what
Hey.
you're talking about.
Okay.
58 to go.
No, we're just talking to talk.
We're just
you know?
friends here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're just talking
How you
about
doing,
his butt.
Shoopy? I haven't even seen you.
I
yet
know.
today.
It's been 5 days.
I know.
It's like forever.
I know.
Yeah.
You're over there wearing a Dudley's cap and everything.
I support our sponsors,
As well, you should.
and I support you talking about your butt like you were doing just before we went on,
Yes.
Yes.
saying that girls like your butt.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a point of controversy. Yeah, it is.
Oh my goodness.
So that's a good start right there.
Yeah. Well, it is a good.
Oh, it sure is. Oh
I'm
my
sorry,
God. What
guys.
is this? April 13th? Is that what you said?
Somehow.
Ashley?
Yes, sir.
April
Okay.
13th.
Yes, the 13th of April, and this is episode number 212.
12.
212 episodes of Your Dark Companion. Mm-hmm. And today, just to show you that we still can, we have a couple first-timers in here. Or actually,
we have one
one first-timer and one second-timer.
There we go.
Let's deal with the second-timer first. He is on my immediate left.
Yeah.
He is Brad Alberts. No,
Leland.
that's not right.
That's Herb's
We have
brother.
had Brad Alberts on, who's
Yeah.
like bigwig with the Dallas Stars.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
God, I just
yeah.
We like you more.
I just had a massive brain fart there.
Okay.
Let's start over.
Okay, we can do that again.
Yeah. Take two.
In 3, 2, 1. All right, on the left down there. If you like Oak Cliff on Oak Cliff crime, we're going to have some today.
Oh.
Because you got two Oak Cliff guys in here. You got me, and you got Eddie Clinton down there.
Go Bisons.
Yeah.
Go Knights.
Yeah. Well,
And Brad Leland,
yeah.
whose name you totally know.
Yeah.
You at least know his first name.
Yeah, I know he's Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing your last name would be too formal.
There are a lot of Brads in this
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, there are.
But yes, it's Brad Leland. You know, there was a time, and Eddie could probably attest to this, we're probably about more or less in the same demographic. Probably we're in Sunset and Kimball at about the same time. And I don't know how things were at Sunset, but I don't remember too many Brads at Kimball. And now, seems like you run into them constantly.
Yeah. It's kind of cool, you know.
Yeah, it is kind of
Yeah,
cool.
because we used to be boring Brads, and then we got Brad Pitt, and we got Bradley Cooper, and then they got me. So we're not boring at all.
All handsome
No,
gentlemen,
no.
Oh, well, sometimes.
Yeah, you guys just show that any Brad is a good Brad.
Well, yeah, let's try. Not Brad Lee. I'm Brad Lee. Okay.
Oh, you're
Sorry.
Brad Lee?
I'm a Brad Lee. Yes, I am.
Not a Bradford.
Most are, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah, there's some Bradfords. I don't think there's any just Brads. Maybe there are. I don't know. Could be.
Well,
We'll do
I'm
some
glad,
research.
I'm glad you guys are here.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Good to see you again, Brad. Good to see you,
Good
Eddie.
to meet you.
Eddy went to Sunset. I went to Kimball, as we said. And back in the day, never the twain shall meet. It was a rather vicious competition. But for Kimball, it was that way for everybody. It was that way for us in South Oak Cliff. Adamson, maybe not so much, but I'll bet you guys in Adamson got along pretty good, didn't you?
Okay. You know, I remember a few years ago I was umpiring. I was out at Higgins Field. And I got to thinking about it, and I called the coaches out for the meeting, and I said, I want to tell you something. 50 years ago today, I was on this field. We played Samuel for the city championship and got beat that night. It's the last time I was on Higgins Field. That was kind of sweet for me. That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. It's kind of cool.
It was cool.
You didn't think that you would even live this long, probably.
Did any of us?
No.
Yeah, well,
I
who
did?
did?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I knew. I thought.
But Oak Cliff was a great place.
It was a great place.
It was a great place to grow up.
You know, it kind of got a bad rap then. It kind of still gets a bad rap now, but it's one of those places that you just had to be there.
And the bougie place over at the Bishop Arts District, it cracks me up every time I go over there.
Yeah.
Because that's where all the big poker games were, where all the chop shops of cars, everything on Davis Avenue.
Yeah.
Now it's the bougie place.
Yeah. It was rough stuff over there back in the day.
Yeah,
So I
they
think
have great golf courses too. They still have those. You know?
Yeah,
got
they
that.
do.
I love Stevens and Cedar Crest. I love both of them.
We were at Stevens when we were in Sunset, and it was at night, and they used to go park in the parking lot to watch the submarine races. And there were about 4 or 5 of us on the baseball team out
Now,
there.
we may have to explain that.
Yeah, like actual submarines.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't
parking. It was just parking. But we decided that we would run and jump on the back of the car, run over the car, run out, and we could get on Stevens Park Golf Course and get away. Nobody could ever catch us. So here we started out. We got on the back of the car. We got up on the roof, and it was a dadgum convertible. We went right through the convertible. I don't know who was scrambling the most, us trying to get out of that car or the couple who were disappeared in the floorboard.
Right as they're making out, they just have a
Yeah.
dude fall on them.
I have no idea we'd talk about that today. There we are.
That's how the show rolls.
Welcome to Oak Cliff.
Darn right.
That's right. A little bit of Oak Cliff history for you there.
Man.
We haven't gotten into that very much since we've been doing
Well, it
this.
sounds like we got an opportunity here.
Yeah.
I want to hear more. That was fun as hell.
All right. What was your favorite place in Oak Cliff, Eddy?
Austin's Barbecue,
Austin's Barbecue, which is on Illinois and Hampton.
Illinois and Hampton.
Is it still there today?
No, it's gone.
Oh.
I was the first employee hired at Griff's,
At Illinois and Hampton?
Hampton Road. You
Griff's
bet.
hamburgers?
Yes, sir.
15 cents or 10 cents,
I
probably.
gave away more food to my friends. They would come in and order a Coke and leave with about 9 burgers in the bag. Sorry about that.
Is that where you guys used to go after American Legion baseball games and stuff?
No, we would go to Kip's, man. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kip's out on 35?
Yeah, Kip's was cool for that.
Yeah, Kip's was big.
Yeah, if you were like at an event or a game or something like that, yeah.
That's where you saw everybody.
Yeah, when it was over, you had to go to Kip's.
About 6-7 years after we graduated in '66, there were about 5 of us that got together one weekend, came after college, and guys came home from work or whatever. And we got together and we decided it would be funny to put on our sunset leather jackets and go to Kip's. And so we did. Even the guys, Larry Hardy, who played in Major League Baseball, played at the University of Texas. Larry was in town too. And so we got him a leather jacket. So there's 5 or 6 of us walked into Kip's with our sunset leather jackets on. We have our hot fudge sundae, and we get ready to leave, and there's a bunch of sunset guys sitting at the other tables. So we got up and we go, "Hey, see you guys at school Monday." And they're like looking at us like, "Who the hell are those guys?"
That was the place, though.
Yeah, babe.
That was the place. And the hot fudge sundae was the thing.
True Dallas guys.
And the Texas
kidding.
Theater.
The Texas Theater on Jefferson, which is still there.
That was before you got to be able to drive, because then you went downtown.
Yeah.
And generally what happened was you went to the movies on Friday night and you went to Luann's on Saturday night.
Yes.
And if you didn't go to Luann's, you went to the Studio Club.
All right, now Luann's, to fill everybody in here, Luann's and the Studio Club were the places where the cool kids went, which means that I was completely dealt out of that.
Did you ever go in there at any point?
The first time I set foot in the Studio Club was when I was 18. No, not 18. When I was 21. And I was about to join a band that played there, and we were practicing there.
Which band was this?
This would have been Derek Jones' Party. And they had enough access to the place where they could go in there and practice. Yeah. And that was my first time in there. Luann's, wait a minute, I did go to Luann's too, because I was in a band that wound up playing there.
Okay.
But that was after Luann's moved.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Luann's was somewhere along Greenville, but then it moved in over at Greenville and Lover's Lane.
But the old Luann's was quite the place. Everybody from all over the city used to go there.
Yeah.
So you'd see everybody, you know, you'd look at those people from Bryan Adams and Hillcrest.
Yeah. And believe me, they did not like interacting with guys from Oak Cliff. They thought they were...
Yeah, the very first time I drove in junior high, I drove with a bicycle over to Stevens Park, that neighborhood. I thought, God almighty, this is like California or someplace. I'd never seen anything like that, because we grew up over off of Clarendon and Hampton, over by Aunt Stell's Snow Cones.
Yep.
We didn't have big houses over there, baby.
For those who don't know, the area that Daddy's referring to is it was a very nice area then, and it still is.
Yeah, it is.
It's over in Kessler Park, and that's where probably the most moneyed of Oak Cliff dwellers.
And it's the prettiest
live.
part of Dallas.
Oh yeah, it's a fantastic
not
part.
even close.
You know, if you are out there and you've never been, some Sunday afternoon when you don't have anything to do, get on your phone, find a map, and direct yourself to Kessler Park and just drive around and see if you were aware of anything like that in Oak Cliff, if in fact you're aware of Oak Cliff at all.
Maybe you could offer tours.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe you could offer tours.
I could offer
$5
tours.
a pop, and
I could offer tours.
I would. We could make some money off of that, Shoopy.
Yeah.
You want to do it, Shoopy?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. We'll do it.
I'll take $1 for every 5 you make, just for having the idea.
I'll give you a nickel for every 5 I make.
Good enough. Inflation isn't real.
No, it's not real. All right, so if you want to do that, let us know.
Yeah.
And we will, I don't know how we'll do it. We'll probably have to ride tricycles or something. We'll do that.
That'd be fun.
That'd be fun. It would be fun.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I
Just
could
be
buy a
careful
pack
that
of
you
gum
do-
with all the money I make from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to watch certain areas, but
That's
as long
okay.
as we're in the area where Eddie's talking about, we can do that.
Yeah.
And don't go in a convertible. At all.
You know, someone might jump in.
Together, somebody. Well, I love it. We used to, boy, we were bad in the supermarket parking lot. We'd have these gray-haired old women be driving, and we would roll up to their cars, and we would jump through their car, through their back seat, and run through there in the parking lot while they're driving, and then come out the other side. They were just freaked out, and that was one of our little stunts, you know. And we, in those days, we would not be caught, and we wouldn't be arrested. But now we'd be killed. And, you know.
Be careful talking about old gray-haired women.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. That's I've got one of those that I've married with. 50 years. 50 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah. Something. So.
Can we get into Friday Night Lights here?
Sure, if you want to. Yeah, we're going to do our 20th year anniversary party in May, and everybody's going to regather up. And of course, we have one actor that won the Oscar this year. Michael B. Jordan was on the show, and Jesse Plemons is number one in his age group in the world. They're both number one in their, categories in the world. And both of them were from Friday Night Lights, and then everybody that was on the show has just been very happy, and we're going to be very happy when we get back together, because it seems like we never met. I mean, we've never left. It would seem like we're in high school together. It's cool.
Is it one of those deals where when you guys, you can go for a good while without seeing each other, but when you get back together, you just sort of pick up right where you left off?
Exactly. It's exactly like that. It's unbelievable. And we still love each other so much. And the directors, the producers, the writers, who all have become very successful from that show. It's just, it's amazing. It really is. It's fun. We're going to do this in May at the ATX Film and TV Festival in Austin. And so,
excellent.
Yeah, it's fun.
So when you guys were in the process of making that, did you know what you were doing? Did you know that you were onto something that was going to turn out the way it did, or was it a complete surprise to you, or what?
Well, I felt like that we knew that we had something different because of the way we shot it. And it was just so different than most television, because we shot it, and so much of it, we could just take the script that NBC, they gave great scripts to us, NBC, but we did not have to follow them, because Peter Berg, who directed and was the producer and one of the leaders of the whole show, he said, if you do not want to say that, say whatever you want. So we had the freedom, which is very different especially in TV, where you can just go off the page. And so many times Kyle and I'd come into the bar and we have a scene that's 2 or 3 pages, and and we're just sitting at the bar, and there was no rehearsal, there was no blocking, there was nothing. Just walk in there and start doing it. The cameras start shooting 3 angles, and they just be guerrilla shots, and they just try to keep out of everybody's way. They just try to hide from each other. And so we would do the scene, and we just start talking and just say the scene. And Kyle always out of me goes, well, Brad, man, you do all the talking. So what I want you to do here is, I don't want to say all this stuff, so you just talk for 2 pages, and then at the end I'm going to say the last line. And so that's what I did. Buddies did a lot of talking, so we just go off the page, and it didn't matter to them, because we were pretty much in line with what they wanted. And then we did 5 takes, and they've had 15 takes because at 3 cameras, and they got it. And the editors would have a nightmare when we would send all of this to them, and they had to piece it together. But we knew that we had something special, but we did not know how special it would be. We didn't. I mean, we just knew it was very different, and we felt like that it could keep going. And it really was the first thing that was ever streamed. It was DirecTV, because they pick up half of the NBC costs. So the first 3 seasons, NBC sponsored, they produced it, and then they were going to get rid of us. And DirecTV came in and said, we want half of it if we can show it first. And so NBC said yes. So we got season 4 and 5 with DirecTV, and it was the first thing that was ever streamed.
Hell of a deal.
I'm pretty sure.
How many seasons did you guys go through before you realized what you had? Did that happen like in or after the first season?
I feel like that we had the family, situation. We knew we were a family. We knew we had something a little special, but we did not know how successful it was going to be, because NBC billed it as Texas high school football show. And of course, all the women in the world, they don't watch that. They're going to watch Texas high school football, but that's not what it's about. And so when they finally discovered that it's about community and being a part of team, and whatever sport, whatever language you spoke, and every person in the world understands it. I was in Paris, and I had these gentlemen there. They said, "Oh, what year?" I said, "What? You watch the show? Oh, everybody in front watched the show. We had soccer, we had high school coaches, we had the loves, and all this stuff. I said, okay. So that's when I really learned that the show has never been off in 20 years. It's never been off, and it's been, appreciated by every language in the world except the people that just don't, I think maybe some of the countries don't ever watch a lot of those things because it has some risky things in it, so they don't. They censor it, but it's just it's universal, and it's not about Texas high school football. That's the backdrop.
Yeah.
So that's something that we discovered after years because we realized that it was rocking, and we realized how many great directors and writers and the actors were really special, and it was a family. So like you guys had at the ticket, the family is always the most important thing. So it was.
Eddy has had a little bump with Texas high school football in his past.
Oh, yeah.
Too.
Oh.
In fact, I was reading about it today, and it just all came back to me. I'd kind of, hadn't given it much thought for some time now, probably, 10 years or so. Maybe even longer than that, but I got to reading about it today. And all I could think of is, man, what that must have been like. What that must have been like just to be there, let alone to be on the air broadcasting the game. We're talking about the legendary football game, which a lot of people say is the best ever, between John Tyler, and Plano East.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
1994, right? Yeah.
That's 30 years, man. 30 years.
Oh.
That's unbelievable.
Do you remember it like it was yesterday?
I do. And like you, I kind of went back last night and was looking at some things. You can forget about it. We have over 1 million comments. If you go on the internet, there are now over 1 million comments about the game.
I'm not surprised by that.
From around the world.
Yeah. I am not surprised by that.
And the shocking thing was we did local origination cable. I found when I decided I wanted to do high school football after I got out of TV and just wanted to stay with it. So you could go back then. Cable was the buzzword, if you remember that. Cable was everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Cable, cable, cable. Now, what a city had to do was they had to be provided a local origination truck and equipment that nobody cared about because it's where they covered the garden parties and City Hall. And so it was just sitting there.
Yeah.
So I went to them and said, to the district where Plano was playing, I said, I'll do a game of the week. Won't cost you a thing. Let me split the commercials with you. I'll do the whole thing. And so I went and got this crazy mailman who was a good friend of mine who coached youth football. And I said, why don't you do the color? I'll do the play-by-play, and we'll do high school football. And we did that for 10 years. 10 years, Denny Garber, and I did those games. Then it came 1994 around Thanksgiving time, and I could not find a crew to work that game because it was Thanksgiving. So we ended up doing that football game with a director, with an engineer, with 2 camera guys. One of them, it was his first football game to ever shoot. And Denny and I and Coach Mike Zafudo from Lake Highlands in the booth. We had, what's that? That's 7 total crew members that did that game. And we started at noon on Saturday when Plano played. Then the middle game was Lake Highlands. We did that game. And as all playoff games, as you well know, they run late because games run late because you have what's supposed to be 30 minutes between games. You have an hour hour and 15 minutes between games. So the Plano East game kicked off at 9 o'clock. It was supposed to kick off at 7 o'clock. What you hear, all the craziness that went on late in the game, it was 1:15 in the morning.
Whoa.
So
I didn't know that.
So I didn't know that either.
So when I
Oh
hear
my
people
God.
say, gosh, we're wore out because we did a broadcast. We'd been there from noon, and we finished up at 1:30 in the morning.
You did 3 games.
We did 3 games.
And with a skeleton crew, like, how many crew members did you typically have back then?
We'd have 4 or 5, 6 cameramen, and then a full truck crew that worked. And so we had 7 people do 3 games. And when we got through and that game ended, we had 2 6-packs iced down. We got in the car. There were 5 of us. Because what I did was, to make us look big time, you got to have a crew, right?
Yeah.
So our statistician, I should say, was one of Denny's postman friends from the post office. And the other statistician was our paper boy who threw the paper.
Oh.
So I had Stevie the stat man Minish, I had Tom the apprentice porter, I had Denny Garber. You know, I just went through the whole 9 yards. We did that game. We drank those 2 6-packs of beer on the way back to Plano. Not one word was said because nobody had ever seen what we just saw. And Denny called me at about 10:20 Sunday night, and he said, "Are you watching Channel 5?" And I said, "No." He said, "Well, we're going to be on." I said, "What do you mean we're going to be on?" Because it ran so late that nobody had video. The morning news didn't have the story, nothing. And so Scott Murray introduced it this way on Sunday night. There was an unbelievable game at Texas Stadium last night, but wait till you hear the idiots that did the play-by-play. That's what Scott said.
Yeah, that does sound like him.
And then it just, 8 o'clock Monday morning, I got a call from David Letterman. 8 o'clock in the morning, I got a call from David Letterman. And then from
Dave
there-
himself?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
But you guys did Johnny Carson.
Well, it just blew up. I mean, the whole day was just Sports Illustrated and the Atlanta Constitution and San Francisco and ESPN. Everybody was calling. And about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I had gone over to the cable company to do a little editing. And my wife called and said, "Well, God, Jay Leno's on the phone." Just like it happens all the time. You know, "Well, God, Jay Leno's on the phone." I said,
Oh,
"Well,
God, him again."
Well,
Yeah. What do you want, Jay?
okay, put him on. And so he said, "Hey, we really want to have you out to California, have you on the show." And I said, "Send a 6-pack of Lone Star and a yellow cab, and we're there."
Yeah.
And he said, "I can handle a yellow cab, but what the hell is Lone Star?"
Oh, God.
And I didn't want to tell him it was horse pee or in a bottle. But he did. He booked us right there. And like you were talking about thinking back through things, and you know how rare this is for people to actually get on the Tonight Show.
Oh.
I mean, that's,
Yeah.
you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
But I called him back and I said, "Hey," he said, "I want to have you out on Thursday night. I'll fly you out Thursday. We'll have you on the show Friday and have you on the red eye back to Plano." I said, "Well, wait a minute. My partner," and this is true, Denny had never flown on a plane.
Oh.
He had never been on a plane.
Oh.
And I said, "I want to have him out there for 3 or 4 days and show him California and show you what's happening and everything like that." And he said, "Well, that'd be fine." So we arranged that, and then I thought about it overnight, and I called him back and I said, "You have any connection that you can get us on Riviera Country Club when we play golf?" And he said, "Yeah, we can do that." I said, "Wow."
Golly.
I said, "This is really good." Now,
Yeah.
2 or 3 stories that brought back memories when you're talking about going through things. When we landed, the limo driver was named Joe Griffiths. And he said, "Now the way the Tonight Show works is we have a fleet of limos, and anytime you want to go somewhere, you just call the show. But he said, here's my card. I want to be your driver. And he said, you guys are all over everything out here, and I want to be your driver. I said, okay. So he called us about the second day we were there, and he said, out here in California, we have poker clubs. I know y'all have golf country clubs and things like that, but we have poker clubs that are really big. And he said, all my people out here want to meet you. Would y'all mind going and signing some autographs? We're like, no problem. We'll work it in our schedule. And so he said, all right, I'll be there about 6:30 to pick y'all up. So he called about 4:30 in the afternoon and said, there's a couple that I regularly drive, and they would like to meet you guys, and they want to go to the poker club too. Would you mind sharing the limo? Nah, Joe, that's okay. Come on. So now Denny shows up. We go out to meet Joe at about 6:30. Denny is, like I say, he's a postman from Plano. He's a hillbilly. He's got on his Justin boots that we just got. Justin just sponsored us. He's got on his starched Levi's. He's got on his Garth Brooks Western shirt. He's got his battle cut hair. I mean, trimmed up. He is looking good. Now we pull up, the limo pulls up, and if you were going out to open the door to the limo and you saw somebody in there, what would you say, Brad?
What would I say?
Yeah.
Why am I here?
No, you'd say, hi, I'm Brad.
Oh,
how you doing?
Well, of course, yeah. Yeah.
Denny opens the door, and there sits John Travolta and Kelly Preston.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And Denny goes, John Travolta, you no dancing son of a bitch. He said, when they put you on the streets of New York and you could dance, you were okay. But when they put a cowboy hat on you and put you in blue jeans and put you at Gillies, I wanted to throw up. I'm like, oh, God.
Urban cowboy.
We're in trouble here. That was one story that came back, and I thought, golly, did that really happen?
Oh, my God.
It really happened.
Holy crap.
But yeah, that game, I guess, will live forever.
Yeah, it will live forever, but probably a number of people who are watching this
They don't
know that much about it.
Oh, tell them.
So why don't you take us through the later stages of that game? And this is why this game is so special.
It's the last 2 minutes, right? Or 3?
5 minutes and 34 seconds.
Okay, 5 minutes.
Now, it was really a great game. I mean, these were the number 1 and number 2 ranked teams in the state. They were both 12-0. It's a shame they had to meet in the quarterfinals instead of the finals. But the game started off, and at halftime, it was a great game. It was like a 4-point game. And then you get 2 turnovers by Plano East. They have an interception for a touchdown. They get a fumble recovery for a touchdown, break it wide open. It's 41-17. I'm sorry, there were 3 minutes and 24 seconds left in the game.
That's right.
All right, now listen to that. 41-17.
41-17.
3 minutes and 24 seconds left in the game.
We're into the... And what made it so special to us was the kids at Plano East were kids that we started coaching in T-ball. I mean, these were our kids.
Yeah.
So what you hear is our guts were coming out on the air. That's what you heard.
Yeah.
And we got so much backlash about, God, what a bunch of hillbillies, and I can't believe they did that, and I can't believe they said those things, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, 3 minutes and 24 seconds, Plano East has 1 onside kick, touchdown, 2 onside kicks, touchdown, 3 onside kicks, touchdown.
All right, now you hear that? 3 times they try an onside kick. 3 times they recover the onside kick for a touchdown.
Yes.
With 24 seconds left in the game, it is 44-41 Plano East. By God, East has won the game. We're going to the next stage. It's unbelievable. All they got to do is kick it off, tackle them, that's it. So the ball goes high and deep on the kickoff. It lands at the goal line. The guy from Tyler literally had to do the Willie Mays, go back over his head, catch it, turn around and go, start up the sideline. He went 100 yards with the with the kickoff return. The final was 48-44, John Tyler. Into the game.
Incredible.
It was.
It was picked up after the Tonight Show. It was picked up by what happened when Scott Murray did his show, and then he sent it up the network lines, and NBC News picked it up, and then they sent it out worldwide. And that's why David Letterman saw it. That's why everybody started calling. That's why it went worldwide. Now, there was one other story that I thought was really humorous last night. As a matter of fact, I had to tell my wife about this. You know Vern Lundquist.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's mentor that started off in TV around here. I had not seen Vern in 20 or 25 years, hadn't even talked to him. And for my mother's 80th birthday, I wanted to get Coach Sutton, Coach Knight, Vern to send a picture with a little note to it saying, "Happy birthday, Fran," yada, yada, yada. But I couldn't find Vern. I called CBS up in New York several times. He never returned the phone call. So I remembered, and you probably remember this too, he moved to Steamboat Springs
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
And so I called information asking for Vern Lundquist. And he was listed. And he did that, as I asked him later, why would you be in the phone book? He said because Doak Walker, who was one of his best friends, did the same thing. If anybody ever wanted, any of his friends wanted to get in touch with him, he wanted to be in the phone book where they could get in touch with him. So I called Vern. He answers the phone. "Hello." I said, "Laverne, it's Eddie Clinton." And he goes, "Wait a minute." You hear some paper shuffling. He goes, "I'm looking at my calendar. Nothing on here does it say I need to talk to Eddie Clinton today." I said, "Come on, jackass." I said, "Can you do this for my mom, yada, yada, yada?" And he goes, "Well, I sure can." He said, "Can I ask you one thing?" I said, "Sure." He said, this was in 97, 98. He said, "What the hell was with you in high school football?" I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "That Plano game, football game was everywhere." And I gave him a little background on it. And he said, "And then I'm laying in bed with Nancy one night." That's his wife, by the way. And he said, "We got the Tonight Show turned on, and I'll be damned if you don't walk out on the set." And he said, "Jesus Christ, he's everywhere." And his wife goes, "What are you talking about?" So she had to tell him about how that came about. And I said, "Well, Laverne, can I ask you one thing, since you wanted to ask me one thing about high school football?" He goes, "Yeah, sure." I said, "Do you still have those white pants?" And he goes, "Well, you son of a bitch." Yeah. I'm like, what happened there was, remember we used to go out to Thousand Oaks to cover the Cowboys?
Yes.
And Vern and I would play golf out there all the time. And we played one time, we got to 18 and we're tied up. And I started hitting my drive, and Vern is on the back of the tee box, and he goes, "And now at the tee box from White Plains, New York, the young rookie, Eddie Clinton." And he wanted me to just shank the crap out of the ball. I didn't hit it too bad, but I didn't shank it. So he came up, and he started to get ready to hit the ball, and he's waiting for me to do the same thing to him. And I'm dead quiet. And he hits the ball so bad, almost between his legs, and goes into the water behind him. And he jumps straight up in the air. He's got on white pants. He jumps straight up in the air, and he comes down on his knees in that green California grass. And he had to walk up the 18th fairway with big green spots on his knees. And I had never forgotten that, and neither had he. So that was, after 25 years, that was one thing I asked Vern, "Do you still have those white pants?"
Oh, my God.
Those are the stories that you remember that all of that kind of went on. But there's not a month that goes by that somebody doesn't bring that game up to this day.
No.
It was that special, man.
Yeah.
It was that special. It was that much of a one of one, and just that crazy of a game. I can't imagine what it must have been, what you guys must have been thinking as you're up there watching it unfold. You know,
you could hear what they were thinking, and it was pretty dadgum crazy.
It was.
They were going, "Oh my God, no! Oh Is it crazy? It's so
We
cool.
might play a little bit of it later on in the show.
Oh, we might?
Yeah.
You know,
All right.
You know what I could
Later.
not believe? After the game and a few months had passed, and I'm walking through the living room, and ESPN is on, and they're talking about the ESPY Awards, and the nominations are Wayne Gretzky's all-time scoring record and Reggie Miller's 57 points against the Knicks and the Plano East John Tyler game.
Wow.
I'm like, Wayne Gretzky's all-time scoring record in Plano East, and we killed him. When we got the award, the guys told us backstage, by the way, y'all got like 27,000 votes. Gretzky got 7.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm like, you have got to be kidding me.
Pretty
The
good.
magic of high school football.
Yeah.
Texas high school football.
And I don't know. I'd like y'all's thoughts on it. I don't know because now you've got homer calls of the week. You got all that kind of stuff. We got blasted so bad for the way we did that game, but I'm not sure that broadcasting didn't change because everybody screams these days, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And I think it did cause a change.
Yeah.
Maybe not an immediate one.
Yeah.
I think it took some time for it all to shake out and for everybody to decide what they thought about it. Probably a lot of people had to go back and listen to it again and again and again. And the more they listened to it, the more they came around on it, you know?
Well,
It's probably one of those things.
You know, Denny and I, the years after that, and he passed away a few years ago at the age of 60, but we talked about it. But there were things that were said during that ball game that we had never said in 10 years of doing games together. Like, good gosh almighty, Joe Friday.
Yeah.
I said, where did that come from? He said, I don't know. You know, where we said bingo, bango, bongo. Where did that, I don't know. We said things that we never said before and we never said afterwards. And we only did like one more year of broadcast.
Hey, it was just that kind of game, though.
Yeah.
It was just that kind of game that you were seeing something that you'd never seen before and were never going to see again. And you were just naturally reacting to it.
And it was 1 o'clock in the morning.
And it was 1 o'clock in the morning.
And we were whipped. Yeah. And those kids, that was our emotion. Those kids were getting beat. Then they were winning. That was our guts hanging out there, man.
It's pretty awesome.
And at the Texas Stadium.
At Texas
Yeah.
Stadium.
Yes, sir.
All right, this is Brad Leland here. This is Eddie Clinton there. And they'll be back for a little bit more here in just a second. You boys can relax and have a nice swig of water or whatever you want over there, whatever you got over there. Because we got to take care of a little business and sell a couple of things here. Because that means it's time for the dreaded and feared mid-show read.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
That's right. It's nowhere near as threatening as it might seem. All right. What I have here in my hand is a nice full spectrum salve stick from the CBD House of Healing. Now you're probably looking at this. If you are roaming around this world in pain and you need something to make you feel better, this works. I got a little problem going right now. It's crazy when you start getting up there in years, shit breaks down, you know? That's all there is to it. And you've got to start thinking about things you otherwise wouldn't. I got put onto this and I found that it makes it feel better. It does. I don't know if it's going to make it go away or anything, but I don't care about that. I just don't want to walk around hurting so bad. And this stuff really works for me. Where did I get it? I got it at the CBD House of Healing. And if you are dealing with something like this, probably what you should do, go over there, have a look, take a look around, because they got all kinds of stuff in there that can probably help you out and probably help you make you feel better. And if you're roaming through this world in pain, that probably sounds pretty good to you. The CBD House of Healing is located at Plano Road and Northwest Highway in the northeast quadrant of that burgeoning intersection. Stop in there, take a look around, tell them what you're there for, tell them what you need, let them go to work for you. The owner is a registered nurse, and she approaches all this from a very medicinal standpoint. She will help you out. They will help you out. You will walk away with something that can make you feel better from the CBD House of Healing. Tell them about it, heard about it from us here on YDC, and go check it out. Now, Eric Nadel is a friend of everybody's, and he's a friend of this podcast. He is a friend of, like I say, everybody who knows him. He's a great guy, and every year he does a birthday benefit concert, and this year it's celebrating its 14th edition. It features two of Eric's favorite bands. I don't know if you know about Eric's musical tastes or his musical bag, but he is very eclectic, very diverse. If you're looking for something that you're going to hear on the radio, chances are he's not your guy. But he does pick out good stuff, and he has a way of coming up with really, really good bands. Even if you don't know them, they are very much worth seeing. This year, it's Brooklyn-based Sammy Ray and friends, and Bay Area favorite Chuck Prophet and the Kumbia Shoes. Now, the date is Thursday, the 14th of May. That's coming up very soon here. Doors open at 6:30, showtimes at 7:30, and all this is going to be coming down at the Longhorn Ballroom, the legendary Longhorn Ballroom, which I don't know if you've been over there to see what they've done as far as remodeling and reopening that, but it is just immaculate. The benefit supports the work of the Grant Halliburton Foundation. That's a local nonprofit that provides mental health education, training, and support to teens and families. To find out more and to purchase tickets, visit granthalliburton.org/Eric Nadel. granthalliburton.org/Eric Nadel, and Halliburton is spelled HALLIBURTON. Now, sponsor tables and suites are also available. So come see us, the YDC gang, on the purple carpet at Eric Nadel's birthday benefit. It's presented by Haynes Boone and KXT 91.7, featuring Sammy Ray and the Friends with special guest Chuck Prophet and the Kumbia Kings. Is that all we got here?
Darn right. See, we survived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't that scary.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we made it out of that okay, didn't we,
Got to
Shoopy?
talk about Sav Sticks and Eric Nadel.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. We did.
Pretty good.
And he would come to Nick's Uptown too. I know you came.
Oh, yes.
And Eric would come, and he was such a, he was a fan of all the music that we had, and it was cool, really cool.
Yes, I was a big fan
Whoa.
of Nick's
Oh my
Uptown.
God! Those are hard to get.
Yes, they are hard to get.
Yes, nobody's going to have that. No.
And he's got two.
Oh,
Yeah.
Look at that.
Nick's Uptown was a cool place.
When did it close?
82 or 3. It turned into
Wasn't it Fast and Cool or
Fast and
something?
Cool.
Yeah.
Fast and Cool.
Yeah.
After that, but
When did that close down?
86.
Yeah, the building still stands.
Okay.
It's just up there waiting for somebody else to do something else to it.
Let's do something there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
boy, we do have a lot of business ideas.
Right.
It was.
Yes, this is your Dark Companion, your show for big ideas.
Yeah.
That never go anywhere.
Yeah. That's right. It's close to Nick's Uptown too. It's right down the street.
It is.
It was close.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's life like for you boys these days?
Well, I will never retire. All my buddies are 71 years old and stuff. They say, "When are you going to retire?" I said, "We retire. I've been playing my whole life. I'm very lucky to get to do it now, and they take me, and I get to go play a lot of different characters. And so I have about 6 or 7 movies that are coming out right now, and it's really cool to be able to do this. And I've been doing it for 40 years, so it just keeps going. And
That's good, man.
it's just one of those things that you just you can always do it as long as you can walk and talk. You don't even have to be able to walk, because I just did a movie with Bruce Dern, who's 90 years old, and he is crippled. He's in a wheelchair, but he is so enthusiastic, and he's such a great actor, and he just loved to be with us. And I'm always one of the oldest people on the set now. I used to be, the camera guy or some old actor, somebody was the older. But hell, I'm nearly the oldest person on the set now. And then Bruce was there, and he goes, you're a young whippersnapper. I'm 90. You got 20 years to go, dude.
There you go.
So anyway, that's one of the things that I hope I will keep doing. I think I will.
Yeah, it's one of those things you got to do as long as you can.
That's right. That's right. And so I've been very lucky to do it. And I've only played 2 doctors in my whole career, and I played one recently, and it'll be at the Dallas Film Festival, International Film Festival. It's April the 26th. It's called One in a Million. And I played a doctor. It's kind of fun to play something like that, But I played
That'll be the Dallas Film Festival?
Yeah, that'll be, and it's cool. It's a true story. It's not a documentary, but it's a really beautiful story about a little boy that had a serious situation. And the way, so I got to play the Jerry Jones of the Fort Worth Stockyards, because he was a former pro bull rider. And he was so rich, and he was something. And that movie's coming out. It's about a woman pro bull rider. It's called Daisy. And then I got another one that just came out, James Vanderbeek's last picture. It's called The Gates. And in that, I got to play a former pro football player, and that was fun. So anyway, I get to do a lot of things. Oh, an old cowboy. I got bet on a horse. Hadn't been on a horse in 25 years, and I got on a horse, and I was a bad guy in a real Western. It's on TV now, so it's just really fun to go around and play.
I liked you better in Justified when they whacked you.
Yes.
In
Oh,
Justified.
boy.
Oh man.
Technically, I was in Justified too.
I said, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I died.
you were?
Yeah.
How did this come? Why do I not know anything about this?
A bunch of sucking up.
VJ Boyd was
Yeah.
a writer for Justified, and he's from here, Big P1.
Yeah.
So
Him I
there were-
remember.
Yeah,
And he
there
would put all of these little inserts in the Justified.
Yeah,
Just like they were ticket things. And,
Yes.
and if you had never seen or knew the ticket, you didn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But they were awesome. It was
were,
great.
Hot Rod Dunham,
Whacked him.
Seabass.
Whacked him.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. That boy, that was oof. Think about Justified. The language was it was what I call Southern Shakespeare, because it had to be recited and read exactly the way it was written. But it was very beautiful, because it was no person in the South ever speaks like that. But it was very,
A good show.
yeah,
man.
it was
Wow.
it was really good. Yeah,
It's awesome.
yeah.
How about you? What's your story these days?
11 grandkids in Maryland and South Carolina and Nashville.
Oh,
So we're all the time going over there, and very, very fortunate, very honored to have had 3 boys serving in the Air Force. Had an intelligence officer, which is really funny coming from this family, and an electronic specialist, flying crew chief, sergeant, and still have a colonel who is over in the Middle East right now, dealing with the war. And let me tell you something, from an old gray-haired bastard that's seen a lot like y'all have, there isn't one glorious thing about war.
I like being called a gray-haired bastard.
Yeah.
yeah.
There isn't one glorious thing about war, and the more I hear people talk about war, that's crap. Take it from a military family. There isn't one glorious thing about war.
It seems like the one thing in this world that there is just no fun about whatsoever.
Anyway, I
No
didn't mean
fun, no glory,
yeah,
no nothing.
I didn't mean to drag that down, but I'm very honored to have three kids that are either serving and that have served this country. And I think if we had a little more of that, we'd be in really good shape. And they got that Oak Cliff root in them, baby. So,
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
So you know they keep it real.
there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, we spend all of our time running around the country seeing kids and having them come here and play golf. The great thing about it with the boys is when we get together, which is not that often, we try to meet at a great golf course and share that and play golf.
Courses such as which?
Well, Riviera, Pebble Beach.
Okay.
Let's see. All kinds of places. I've gone blank thinking about where they are, but
Well, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
I think
like
we've
that.
played about 7 of the top 100 golf courses in the world. I looked at.
You talk Riviera, you talk Pebble Beach. We get the drift.
Okay. But it means something because we play those courses, and we think back over the years that we were fortunate enough to play there and be there.
Well, I certainly thank you guys for stopping down and taking a little time for a little YDC today
Yes.
and helping us out and helping us get this thing on the road.
Well, I got to tell you something, man. From my standpoint, you're like the all-time greatest.
Oh, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
what you've done in this Dallas-Fort Worth market is unheard of. I mean, it really is. And then to know that you're just a guy like me from Oak Cliff, it just makes it fun. And
Yeah.
you play it up. But I just want to tell you how much fun it is. I've known you from the peripheral, and it's really nice to meet you and share some time with you.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Eddie.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
And Brad, good to see you again,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Thank you guys for doing this.
Yes.
All right, that is another episode of YDC for today. We certainly thank you for being by the channel out there. If you like what we're doing here, you know what we need from you. We need for you to get us out there on your social media. We need you to share us. Get us out there amongst your peeps. Help us grow this thing. We're staying after it. We're blowing hard in here and just trying to get this thing up and running. We need help from you. You do that, we'll keep doing this, and we will go on down the road together. Meantime, bye.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was fun, guys.
That
Yeah.
was fun.
Yeah. Just remember, clear eyes, full hearts. Can't lose.
There you go.
Yep. In fact, you could win the Oscar, which you did this year.
That's crazy.
And Jesse Plemons, at the end, I realized that Jesse was sitting on the front row, and when he